In the novel's second phase, after the characters are well introduced, complex and dramatic plots unfold. Under the arrangements of Pip's mysterious benefactor's agent, Jaggers, Pip's life begins to change. Estella also enters London's social circles, where many people pursue her. Pip, who never imagined himself loving her before, suddenly finds himself eligible and meets the wealth standards to enter high society. Thus, he involuntarily falls for Estella because now it's possible. To match Estella, Pip must spend extravagantly, even beyond what his sponsor provides monthly. His life becomes increasingly luxurious, distancing himself from his original circle based on primary relationships with family and friends. In Pip's new social circle, he encounters various characters and is in secondary relationship with them. But we must understand, Pip is a nouveau riche, and the biggest challenge for nouveau riches is limited acceptance by high society. In The Great Gatsby, Gatsby becomes incredibly wealthy through bootlegging, hosting lavish parties every night, attracting many but earning little genuine respect. Pip faces a similar situation, which breeds inner timidity, emptiness, and a need to cover up. His mix of insecurity and pride forms a fragile self, resulting in a profound internal conflict. How can he reconcile this? Only by becoming superficial, by only discussing the superficial. Many people, once they enter society, often make hasty judgments, believing life is a carnival, mere entertainment, and legitimize their own superficiality, assuming everyone lives this way. Their life philosophy is filled with self-deception, avoiding fundamental value questions. If they were to ask themselves like Socrates, "Where does my life come from? What am I doing? Why am I doing this?" they wouldn't dare. Their lives are about disguise, even performance, painting their own halo. Thus, Dickens portrays Pip in a dilemma. He can't explain his life. Unrestrained consumption, this pathological spending, is itself a distorted logic. True entrepreneurs are driven by logic of entrepreneurship, creation, and societal contribution, not self-satisfaction. These two paths are vastly different. Pip is deeply ensnared in this process, unable to extricate himself. Later, Pip's true benefactor emerges, Magwitch, the convict he once helped escape. For Pip, discovering Magwitch as his sponsor is monumental. Beyond gratitude, it completely overturns Pip's understanding of the world. Why? Because this convict seems a symbol of evil, yet he's also Pip's greatest benefactor, inherently kind-hearted despite his past. Magwitch lives outside high society's norms, pursued and suppressed by the entire legal system. Under his support, Pip enjoys vast resources of the upper class. This revelation is deeply disruptive for Pip. Upon learning Magwitch's true identity, Pip undergoes a profound shift in values, questioning the legitimacy of his own life. Previously, Pip, while navigating London's elite circles, had been subtly influenced. Now he suddenly realizes his sponsor was a convict. He feels his life's rationale and legitimacy are now in question, especially spiritually, realizing he had become an elite under the design of a convict. Pip had thought he was sponsored by Miss Havisham, a lady of high society, so he believed Estella and he could match and live happily together. Now Pip feels a huge impact, and his world seems to have been destroyed in an instant. So what does Pip do now? The novel captures this crucial moment well. Pip, with complex emotions, decides to confess his love to Estella. He believes if Estella responds, this pivotal point in his life isn't shattered, and he still has a place for his emotions. Despite external fate presenting a shattered facade, he has maintained this sentiment. If love can settle, then life can proceed forward. However, Estella rejects him because she knows she has always endured Havisham's control. If she wants to resist and break this control, according to European societal norms, she can only marry. By marrying, Estella gains a new home and escapes Havisham's family boundaries. If Estella marries Pip, it's a different story. Despite Pip's benefactor not being Havisham, many changes in his life are closely related to her. Pip often finds himself controlled and manipulated by Havisham. Thus, in the end, Estella marries Drummle, an heir to a baron in London. For Estella, it's not about loving someone but hating someone, the controller, so she marries another man. Thus, when Estella faces Pip, she is caught in this complex situation. Although Estella herself is a good girl, tender-hearted with deep feelings, her reality freezes these qualities deeply. At this point, the girl's concerns, her heart knots, and the myriad changes in her inner nature were not something Pip could see clearly. What Pip needed most at this time was to deeply understand Estella's myriad thoughts and emotions, to establish emotional resonance, and to make each other feel understood. If Pip had this ability, Estella would never have married Drummle. But Pip completely lacked this ability. Thus, it can be said that many loves are lost due to the inadequacy of male capabilities. In the novel, the plot where Pip's future is shattered is not just a sigh. Dickens portrays the inherent paradoxes of modern life. Because everything Pip obtained was not earned through his own labor or inherited from aristocratic society, but given by an external mysterious benefactor, he was destined not to end well. Our lives cannot rely entirely on what others give us. Regardless of gender, life must be built by oneself.